And we're back, folks. The game is on. Our missing player has shown up. Currently, we have Nevic bidding 14 on Saxony Engineering, and Big Red Fred bid 16 on Polania Patriotic, and No Bad bid 17 on Polania Patriotic. So a reminder, this tournament game has a bonus for being on tunnels and mines. Let's see here, $2 for each tunnel and $3 for each mine controlled. All right, Big Red Fred bids up to 18 on Polania Patriotic. This game is brought to you by the Sickle mod. The Sickle mod is free and improves the capability of local single-player bots. It's available from github.com/sickle-mod. Free download, there's an installer. Aside from improving the bots, it will also log all the games you play to a text file, which can then be shared, analyzed. If you want, you can upload it to the discussion for the mod and use it to suggest new strategies for either the bots or, well, the existing bot combination, start move lists or new starting move lists. So the bots have what's called a kickstart, which is basically a list of opening moves. Could be one move, could be 10 moves, any number of combinations in between. You could even program out a 30 move combination, but the other players and bots would probably interfere with that. So that's one way to improve the bot. The other way is by improvements to the strategic analysis engine, which is where you promote various sorry, the game is starting, so I'm gonna get hooked into that. Okay, so our final bids are I want to get in the game before I do anything else. Okay, so No Bad picked Nordic Agriculture with a bid of 4, which becomes 0, and then Polania Patriotic is 14 with Big Red Fred, and then 10 for Saxony Engineering. put the bids up on the screen here as soon as I finish typing them in. Right, bids are up. Looks like I need to make that element slightly larger. Oops. All right. Bids are good. Now we can spectate. Sorry for the minor delay. It's still round one. We had a couple moves by Saxony, trade by Polania and Nordic kingdoms, and then a produce by Saxony for an oil and a worker. Polania is doing a move and an upgrade. I'm upgrading move and deploy. Now we have Nordic doing some moves. Worker to oil. Now they're on double oil. And heroes moved as well. Saxony's getting an encounter. This encounter is brought to you by Nacht and Tag Guard Dog Gear. Your dogs deserve the best. Nacht und Tag Guard Dog Gear. Armor, harnesses, and treats engineered for royal companions on the march. Saxony tested, soldier approved. Let's see here. Probably all three of these are good. I'm guessing probably the mech. But the last one's a pretty good option too. So we'll just have to see. Yep, he goes with the mech. Excellent. And the mech he chose specifically is the speed mech. All right. Got a trade for oil. Produce from Nordic. Produce from Saxony. And an upgrade. It's the move and upgrade upgrades. Oh, we've got another encounter. This encounter is brought to you by Polania Hearthwood Fire Logs. Cold nights on the frontier call for Polania Hearthwood. Clean burning logs that keep Anna warm and Wojtek cozy. Hearthwood, because even heroes need a good fire. Oh, and another encounter. This encounter is brought to you by Bjorn and Mox Winter Rations. From the Nordic Kingdom's icy frontier, Bjorn and Mox Winter Rations. Slow release calories, frost-proof packaging, and a flavor that even a muskox approves. Survive the cold, Nordic style. The gain from that was a recruitment and 2 combat cards. The bonus on mech deploy. All right. Then we have, oh, and he had an upgrade for bolster power and deploy. And then Saxony traded for 2 wood. I guess he's going for that $3 bonus on building. The mine specifically. Plus, Saxony loves the mines and tunnels, really plays into their power. We have a mech deployment Submerge by Polania. And then a mech deploy, the Seaworthy mech by Nordic Kingdom. There's going to be a sea battle, I bet. Going to produce another upgrade. This is the bolster and build upgrades. I probably should mention that I am streaming. I will post a streaming announcement. All right, let's see. We got a speed mech deploy by Polania and a speed mech deploy by Nordic. Those two are pretty much neck and neck. There's no stars yet. That mine on the village makes for a very convenient place for Saxony to get out. Another enlistment. This enlistment is brought to you by the Saxony Empire Tactical Enlist Program. Join the elite, learn the tactics, earn the glory. The Saxony Empire Enlist Program, where discipline meets destiny. Sign up today and march with the best. I think he might go for another mech. I think he has enough upgrades now. Yep, goes with the mech. And that mech is the Riverwalk mech. Interesting choice, given that he's already across the river. Oh, and we have a factory for Polania. This factory invasion is brought to you by Tesla's Precision Upgrade Tools. Upgrading your mech? Don't risk cheap tools. Tesla's Precision Upgrade Kit delivers perfect calibration every time. Trusted by engineers across all factions. Upgrade with confidence. That was up there pretty quick. Let's see. They picked the pay 1 popularity to gain either a recruit or an upgrade. Just factory card number 2 for those of you with the board game. You got to produce another couple workers and a medal for Saxony. Looks like Polania might have the worker star. Yes. And they have an enlist, the enlist. And 2 combat cards for that. All right, Nordic Kingdoms. Trading for some oil. And deploying a mech. This is the artillery mech. Oh, Saxony's going for the Crimea mountain encounter. This is brought to you by Saxony Empire Mech Oil. Your mech deserves the best. Saxony Empire Mech Oil keeps gears silent, joints smooth, and enemies guessing. When a gunter deploys, he trusts only one brand. So should you. And the bonus you picked was just 2 popularity. Which is strange because my screen only says he has 1. Oh, he's not done playing. Ah. My bad. So now he's at 3 popularity because he has also done an enlist. Got the upgrade bonus. All right. Polania has invaded Rusviet's territory. So this is brought to you. Oh, he's gaining $2 in 1 popularity. This encounter is brought to you by Rusviet Union Power Grain. Rusviet farmers know strong workers build strong empires. Power grain, engineered for endurance, harvested for heroes. The Rusviet Union trusts it, so should you. And we got a worker star from Nordic Kingdoms as well. Saxony's upgrading, bolster combat cards, and deploy. Hey, poser. The factory card for Polania is number 2, which is pay a popularity for a enlist or an upgrade. No one else has a factory card. And another encounter. Polania loves these, of course. All right, gaining 2 popularity. This is brought to you by the Polania Pure Wood Company. Anna and Wojtek choose Polania Pure Wood for every campfire, barricade, and winter shelter. Clean burn, strong build, no splinters. Polania Pure Wood, crafted for the frontier. And they get to choose a second option. Oh, they paid 2 coin for 4 wood. So that's how they're going to get their mine. Oh, and here we have Nordic getting a factory card. This factory card is brought to you by Tesla's Precision Metalworks. Need metal? Get Tesla Metalworks. Forged with precision, tested by mechs, approved by engineers who don't have time for breakdowns. Tesla, because your empire deserves better steel. They picked factory card 17, which is pay 1 combat card to get an upgrade and a combat power. And here we have our first combat between Saxony and Polania is defending. Interesting. Did Saxony... Saxony is draining power, but giving a star to Polania. They have the mine built by Polania. And up to Nordic. We have a trade for metal into food, and we have a mech deploy. This is the 4th mech, so the mech star for Nordic Kingdom. Produced by Saxony. Are they going for another building? And that's another upgrade for Saxony. Looks like Saxony is going for the upgrade star. That's fairly surprising. Camaraderie mech deployed by Polania. Let's take a, it's round 13. Let's take a quick look at the score. So 28 for Nordic. 27 for Sax. 26 for Polania. So that puts Nordic clearly in the lead because of the bids by the other two. I'll have to add in the mines and tunnels, of course. I'm building a spreadsheet on the side here to keep up to date on the power and mines. Oh, and we have another encounter. All right. They gained 2 coins and 1 popularity. Nordic is, I think, still in the lead. It's going to be a little tricky to update my form here, but a lot faster than calculating it. But yeah, Nordic is well in the lead right now. No one is close to a popularity bump. So that makes things a little more predictable. Poser posits in the chat that perhaps Sax doesn't have good objectives, and that's why they went for the upgrade star. And speaking of stars, yeah, we have a recent one for deploying mechs by Polania. But Saxony doesn't have to get stars from anything other than combat, technically speaking. But they're one away from a mech, upgrade, and enlist star. And really they're just one produce away from the worker star. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 stars they could get just off their mat. In fact, they just got their worker star. And their upgrade star. Polania is paying a popularity to get a... they're paying 1 popularity to get an enlistment and 2 popularity, so it paid for itself. Guess they're planning their next move. Yep. They're spreading out workers. Oh, I would have put that last one on that other mine, but that's fine. There's still several turns left in this game. Nordic enlisted, their upgrade bonus. They're neck and neck before adjustments, which means Nordic is well in advance. Yeah, by which I mean Nordic's at 39, Sax is at 32, and Polania is at 29. Yeah, I'm very surprised by the lack of combat in this game, but there's the mech star for Saxony. So they have their recruits is probably their last one they're going to get before they start doing combats and spreading out. Nordic Kingdom's one away from recruits star. And they have the food for it, so I'm sure that's what they're doing. Yep, bolstering power, then recruiting. Oh, and Polania achieved an objective star. Nordic's away, one away from their upgrade star and their enlist. All right, let's take things over to Saxony. Saxony's probably doing a few calculations. I'll update things a little bit. Big jump for Polania. Right now, Nordic is in the lead. But it is a very close game. 38 for Polania. No, I'm sorry, 38. No, Polania and Nordic are tied. Saxony is at 35. Polania and Nordic are tied at 42. Nope, I am wrong. Polania is in the lead with 4 tunnels, so they're at 44. I missed the worker tunnel. They have upgraded moves, so they're spreading out somewhat, bumping a worker. Probably gonna bump another worker here. Yep. And one more, of course. All right. So that puts Nordic at 42, Sax at 41, Polania at 38. We might see a lot of this jockeying as we get towards the end of the game here. So Sax just needs 2 combats or 2 objectives or 1 of each to win or finish. Polania is looking at their enlist action, which they can easily do with their factory card, and then a combat. Nordic Kingdoms is looking at 1 upgrade and 1 enlist and a couple of combats, so they're behind on the stars, but they're actually ahead currently in terms of points. So I'd say it's anyone's game. But how is Sax going to respond to this kicking of workers? That is the question. They traded last turn. Or do I have? Nope, they moved last turn. Am I looking at the right board? Or perhaps they're moving this turn. Oh, there's the battle. Interesting move. Combat card only. Oh, I see. They lost on purpose, so, well, no. I was going to say so their mech could move their workers, but heroes can't move workers off of the capitals, so that's a interesting strategy. Not sure what they're plan is there. Nordic's got their 4-star for their final enlist. Where everyone has 4 stars now. I have a bolster from Sax. Oh, and they placed their monument. Interesting move. I'm sure they're hoping to use that to help retain that region, because any enemy who wants to claim it will have to not only kick Sax off, but also keep something there. Otherwise, the territory reverts to Saxony. And Polania chose gain popularity. Oh, they're going for the next level of popularity. That's going to make things extra interesting here. Let me update my little score sheet. Yep. So Sax has 57, Nordic has 51, Polonia has 29. So Polania desperately needs that popularity bump to stay competitive on the score. So can Nordic gain 2 stars this turn? Can they upgrade? That's one question. Looks like they moved last turn. Nope, I'm wrong. They upgraded. So do they have the oil? They do not have the oil. So they probably need to move out all those workers, spread them out to get some territory, and probably kick Saxony off the metal tunnel. This strategic pause by the Nordic kingdoms is brought to you by Nordic Kingdom Frostproof Food Packs. Bjorn and Mox trust only one ration for their frozen expeditions. Frostproof Food Packs. Never freezes, never spoils, always delicious. Nordic Kingdom quality in every bite. I don't think it's changed since I just checked it. Yeah. So score is 57 Sax, 51 Nordic, 29 Polania. So I think Nordic is calculating whether they can go up to, let's see here, they need to gain probably 7 coins in order to beat Saxony. And, oh, there we go. End game. Once again, this game was brought to you by SickleMod. The SickleMod is free to download from github.com/sickle-mod. It will make the bots better for your single-player game. All right, 56 for Saxony, 55 for Nordic, and 38 for Polania. But let's see what the mines are. We have 2 mines on the field, each controlled by their respective players. And then we have Polania controlling 1 mine. So that confirms their total of 29 points. And Nordic has 1 mine. That confirms their 57. And Saxony has 1, 2, 3, 4 tunnels, for a total of 57. So that ties Saxony and Nordic. Tiebreaker goes to units first. And they have the same number of units. Let me pull up the book for tiebreakers. Oh, the first tiebreaker includes structures, which puts Saxony wins. All right. So a congratulations to Saxony. Saxony played by Nevic. I'll double check the chat and confirm that they agree. right, I'm going to end the stream.